This video will provide huge value for anyone who's struggling to see changes, and probably the most common thing that people fail to do when on any sort of self-improvement journey with their life or body. Look, focus on the small wins every day, the wins that no one else sees, no one else in the outside world will see, because this leads to the big wins that people do notice and you notice. Most importantly, look, for every time you stack a small win, you make that big change possible. And it's hard. Look, for every time you go to the gym, there'll be days when you don't go to the gym. For every time you feel like eating well, there'll be 1,000 times you don't feel like eating well. For every 5 kilograms lost in a couple of weeks, there'll be weeks when nothing is lost. So, instead of focusing on those big wins, let's focus on collecting the small wins, becoming a winner every day, getting a habit of winning. This is how you do it. Here's some of my favourite small wins you can do and collect every day to become a daily winner at life. When your alarm clock goes off, don't press snooze, just jump out of bed. Spend 5, 10, even 2 minutes on yourself before you check your phone. Okay? When you have a choice between delaying instant gratification and just going for it, just always delay. You'll be much better off long term. Don't listen to your brain. You are not your brain, you have some control over it. If somebody cuts you off in traffic or says a twat, don't create that internal drama. Realise you can have control over your thoughts. It's not you, okay? You can react positively if you can. So when you catch yourself in that negative thought loop, let it go. When you don't feel like doing the work, do the smallest step possible to start that work. Instead of doing 20 reps in the gym in your structured program, just do 5. Just start the first minute. If your buddy's texting you to go out for beers and you have stuff to do that hasn't been done yet, say next time you're busy, because it is delaying that quality of your life. When you have no energy to attend your habits, just do the minimum possible to do it. If you have to write 1,000 words, just start with the first 10 words. Instead of batch cooking a whole week's worth of food when you're tired, just focus on the next meal, the next time you're eating. At every moment, your next meal is the next time to get back on track if you feel like you've gone off it, okay? You're literally one meal away of getting back on track. Instead of drinking away pain, immerse yourself in that pain, journal, write down what it is, okay? And give it the full attention until that pain dissolves. If something irritates you, don't react unconsciously without thinking. Choose the best reaction you can. Think before you do something or speak. When you feel down, defeated, try and practice some appreciation and gratitude for what you do have in your life. Or as hard as it is, that homeless person would love to have your house. That person who can't see would love to have your eyesight. Whatever, okay? So, whatever you're going to do, just honour your word. When you find yourself trying to talk yourself out of doing something, which we all do, stop doing that. Instead of doing the 4 hours of deep focus work you planned, just focus on those first 20 minutes. Put your phone away. If you're commuting or you're stuck in traffic, this is what I do. I listen to either like a podcast or audiobook to learn something which is going to improve my brain. When you have no time to give yourself 2 minutes of breathing or running up and down the street in those 2 minutes. Something which you've got to force yourself to do. Look, if you do any of what I've just mentioned, those small wins, over time, you become a winner at life, at daily life. Daily life, like those small wins are the big wins. I always think it's not the end product that is important, it's your journey and how you develop as a person, which makes you who you are. So, hopefully some of these ideas helped and you get the idea of collecting those small little wins The more wins you collect, the more you build a habit of good wins and big wins, because people actually notice it when you're doing those daily small wins. A lot of wins. Good drinking game. Every time you hear me say win, yeah,